Hot takes. Do you think it's a 21st century concept? Do you think outrage culture began on Twitter? No, not really. It has been in existence for a very long time. It's just that not everybody used to have hot takes. In fact, it was invented some 200 years ago by William Hazlitt. Again, we're going back to the Romantic Age. Welcome back to Literary Lenses. This is episode 19. William Hazlitt was a man who loved passionately and hated ferociously. I mean, he was not cheating his emotions, so to speak. And he ended up writing everything like honesty was the only form of morality left. That was how passionate he was about being honest in his writing. Felt too much, one of those people who really felt too much and ended up saying too much. In the age of romantics, while Wordsworth was writing about daffodils, Coleridge was chasing metaphysics, Hazlitt was chasing truth. And truth, as you know, is messy, uncomfortable, but still human. He didn't really care about beauty, he rather cared about gusto, the raw intensity of feeling that makes art come alive. He wrote this essay on gusto where he said that true art is never polite. It's passionate, it's wild, it moves you even before it makes sense to you. And that is essentially the essence of Hazlitt's criticism. Emotion before elegance, fire before form, truth before taste. But here's the thing, Hazlitt wasn't some calm, detached observer of art who was watching it from a distance. No. He was a man of contradictions, brilliant but bitter, and beautifully human. He loved art, but he also loved hating hypocrisy. In another work of his, On the Pleasure of Hating, he tears open the idea that humans can ever be purely good. It's not possible, he said. He says, hatred is also a part of our emotional metabolism. It gives us energy, it reminds us that we care. Now, this might look like brutal honesty, but that's who William Hazlitt was, and that's why he still matters. Think about our world, the modern world. Everyone's got opinions, everyone's got platforms, but how many people really have conviction? We have outrage without passion, we have reactions but no reflections, we have algorithms deciding what's worth our anger, and influencers deciding what's worth our praise. Hazlitt didn't need a platform. He had his pen, that was all the platform he needed. And every sentence was like a sword. He didn't perform honesty like a lot of people do today. He bled it. He didn't write to belong. He wrote to be heard. Even if it meant being hated. That's why when you read Hazlitt, it feels like scrolling through the soul of the internet. Except he did it without hashtags, obviously. He understood that opinions, when they come from the gut, they are not about approval. They're about aliveness, if I may. William Hazlitt once said, I do not hate a man for his opinions. I cannot love him unless he has opinions of his own. That's a challenge. Not just to writers, but to everyone who has ever played safe. So what can we learn from Hazlitt, essentially? Number one, that criticism isn't cruelty, it's courage. Emotion isn't weakness, it's proof that you're still awake. And that writing, real writing, is not about being liked, it's about being true. Because Hazlitt wasn't a commentator, he was a flame. And he burned everything that he saw was fake in his path. So the next time you speak, write a post, or create something, ask yourself, is this comfortable or is this honest? Because if your words don't risk something, they're not really worth saying.